They're set for football. The Seahawks get set to match Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to start it. And off we go from Seattle. Fielded right at the goal line. On the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Wilson on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Wilson. Returning right back to Lockett. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Again, Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by one. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Left side complete to Lockett. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Flushed out right and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from the 20. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside Let's find out. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing is Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Here's Mecole Hardman. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. They go play action now. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, short.
There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown here in this first. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go, but how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And you'll see, courtesy of the next-gen stats, he traveled better than 80 yards on the ground that time. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And the Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Mike, 53, Mike, pick me up, here we go. Go, 14. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let's go. Bought that. Number 53, Mike, 53. Hey, watch the screen.
On second and a long way to go. Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go, heavy. Almost special.
Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Night, sweetheart.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So I'm back with my brother and together.